Everybody in the world has their favorite thing to burn. Mine personally is old bits of paper. Now it's very lucky that paper makes for some fun burning because paper for burning is almost anywhere and everywhere. Like receipt paper, for example, that burns amazingly. I have these photos of this man and woman people kept putting in my mailbox for a while. I have old DoorDash Taco Bell bags, just so much bits of paper, and it burns magnificently. It's a very relatable thing to toss a piece of paper into the fire and pretend it's your dad, or anyone else you find contemptible, like someone who's evil, vile, cruel, or mean, or an ugly person. So, obvious A-tier burning material. Moving on next to another one of my favorites, styrofoam. Now, I used to love burning styrofoam before I found out it was actually killing me. Now, I don't really fully understand how it works because I'm not a scientist or a nerd. But apparently when you burn styrofoam, it releases a horrible poison called styrene. Bro, I'm cooked. I've burnt like 100 cups. The people at the dollar store used to have the cups ready for me because they knew how much I like to burn, and that's how many cups I've burned. If I ever stop uploading, just know it was probably the cups that got me. Now, one of my least favorite things to burn is plastic. Because I always have a lot of plastic spoons whenever I go camping, because you have to, eat with something. Sometimes I use my hands, but they go sticky. I don't want my hands to go sticky, so I bring the spoon. And here, watch this. Come close as the spoon suffers and dies. See how it just shrinks? It doesn't really do anything else other than just shrinks. It's apparently because plastic is stretched out really thin at factories, and then when it's burnt, it just goes back to its relaxed state, which is extremely boring because it doesn't do anything else. So, this is kind of like a D-tier burning material in my opinion. Now, one of my least favorite things in the whole wide world to burn is my goddamn dinner! It was undercooked just 1 minute ago! I'm still gonna eat it though. Now, one of the things I never understood that a lot of people seem to like burning is bugs. I always see things of people burning ants with magnifying glasses. I like ants. Leave them alone. They do a lot of good things. They're important hard workers. Leave them alone. Now, I'm not a nerd. But I do think ants and a lot of bugs get a bad rap. They don't want to hurt you, and they fill a very vital and important role in our ecosystem, as well as they're all very interesting. And I don't get that. Burning bugs is an F thing. Don't burn bugs. Leave them alone. Unless they're mosquitoes. Kill them. I don't care about those ones. There are many reasons why I enjoy candles. It feels very Halloween-y to watch a candle burn. It sets up a nice rustic atmosphere. Power outages are fun, because everyone gets to bust out the candles. Unless it's cold, then it sucks. And then there's the candles that smell like stuff. And as you could have guessed, I like smelling them. Now, you gotta avoid the gimmick sense. Like once I found a cheese one, I don't even know why I smelt it, because I knew I was gonna hate it. There's one that was a Hostess cupcake one, in case you want it to smell like a chunky boy's been hyperventilating in your house all night. But that's the thing about the candle scent, is I want to have my house smell like this. So when I go and see Chipotle beef bowl scented candle on the shelf, I ignore it and turn for the warm sugar cookies. But for a good smelling candle, really, I love them. 10 out of 10, A-tier burning material easily. Now, taking up our absolute #1 tip-top spot on fun things to burn, a lot of you have already guessed it. That's right, it's the Amazon rainforest. Now, we all know last year, 2024, was one of the best burning seasons we've ever had in the rainforest's history, but it's actually looking like 2025 might be just as good. Now, there's a bit of a sad thing about this, is a lot of scientists say it's going to take till 2050 for us to have burned enough of that forest for it to actually do enough damage to get rid of it. I kind of find that unacceptable and pessimistic. I think if all of us teamed up, we can have that rainforest gone in 10 years max. Wow. You did a great job watching this video. Congratulations. To reward you, I got you a little gift. It should be here soon if you want to hold out your hands. Hey guys, so I wanted to give an update why it took me a few weeks to upload. And the reason being is after I hit 4K subscribers, I kind of felt a little self-conscious having my backdrops be just cheesecloth. I put a colored filter over it, so I kind of practiced for a bit, learned some visual effects in Blender, learned how to model in Blender so I can make better backdrops. I practiced a lot. I made this cool donut, this chair, I made a bunch of neat stuff, some visual effects, pretty much everything you see in the video except for the trees and grass. And then I practiced my line art to try and make it a little bit cleaner than it usually looks, and I learned mouth flaps. And I hope you guys like the mouth flaps, because it's actually very hard to do. I didn't expect that. And please let me know if you enjoy it, or if you prefer the usual style of video where it's more of kind of like random movements and expressions. I can try to fuse them too with more simple mouth flaps and kind of bring back the movements, depending on what you guys like the most. And that's about it, really. Thank you for being patient with me, and I hope you have a great day.